Hi guys, it's Colette, and today we're going to be working on this boiling hot lava drip drop Blobbicure. If you like nail art, be sure you're subscribed to my channel, My Simple Little Pleasures, and if you'd like to see how I did this design, just stay tuned. So drip drop Blobbicure decals can take quite a while to dry. I recommend making them at least the night before, if not even earlier in the day before, to give them plenty of time. If they're not fully dry, you'll have trouble peeling them up. And you can work directly on your Miracle Mat, but keep in mind if you do that, that you will need to keep it flat for the whole period that it's drying. So if that's right in the middle of your workspace, you'll have to find a way to move it flat. I find it easier normally to work in a little plastic lid, so that's what I'm going to be using today. And the colors that I'm going to be using, I've got Finger Paints Black Expressionism, I've got Orly Macherie, I have China Glaze Riveting, Finger Paints Iconic Orange, and Finger Paints To the Plinth Degree. And I settled on these colors after doing quite a bit of testing. I did all my testing and then made a bunch of decals during my Saturday live stream. And I'm now going to just do one more to show you guys for the actual tutorial. So you want to start out with the black and make a nice wet black base. And I'm sorry this might not be completely easy to see on this blue lid. All my white lids are dirty, and I confess I am too lazy to clean them off. Want to get a nice thick base so that the blobs that you put on top can spread out easily. And I like to make a decent sized decal that you can get at least 2 or 3 nails worth out of. Next, I'm going to go in with the Orly Red and start blobbing on top here, just using the brush. And can kind of see as I go along, the first drop is pretty large, then the following drops are a little bit smaller. Get a nice amount of variety in the sizes of your blobs, and it will help make the final pattern more interesting. Once I get the red done, I'm going to go in with the China Glaze Orange. And this has a little bit of a shimmer. It's kind of a glass fleck finish. And dab that on top of each of the red blobs. After this, I'll be using the Finger Paints Orange, then another layer of the China Glaze Orange, and another layer of the Finger Paints Orange, and finishing off with the Finger Paints Neon Yellow. And for that one, in order to kind of control the amount of polish I'm using a little bit more, I'm going to be using a dotting tool. If you would like to check out some of the experiments and tests and see the other decals being made, you can check out my VOD over on Twitch, or the whole thing will be getting uploaded to YouTube on Monday. Drip drop Blobbicures create a pretty thick decal, so I like to give them at least overnight to dry. And in this case, they've had almost a full 24 hours since I did these during stream yesterday. And this is the freshest one. This is the one I recorded for the tutorial after I was done streaming. So if this comes up okay, then all the other ones should hopefully come up okay also. So I'm just going to get it started on the edge here. Get a little bit of a lip that I can grip on, and then gently, carefully peel it up here. like that. And I can feel it's still a little bit tacky, a little bit flexible, and that's good because what I'm actually going to do is just very slightly and very gently pull it apart, and that helps to make it just a little bit thinner, and being thinner makes it a little bit easier to apply on the nail. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the other decals, give them a little bit of a stretch, and then for each one I'm going to be looking and picking the area of the design that I like best and cutting it in a nail-sized portion. So I lay out all my little nail portions and I kind of order them the way I want to put them. This is for my pinky, my ring finger, my middle finger, index and thumb, and then these are for my right hand. These extra pieces I will probably add into my nail polish sketchbook just as an example of what I was playing around with, but not until after I'm done with the manicure, because if I run into any problem and need a spare, these will be very handy to have around. I also, in some cases, may trim down these a little bit more before I get started. So, for example, this one for my pinky here, I might find the area where I really am going to want to use and trim off the corner near my cuticle, which will, minimize the cleanup that I'll need to do down there, but that is optional. I'll probably trim these down just a little bit, and then we'll move on to the actual manicure. Starting out with clean, dry nails, I'm going to be applying my base coat. Today I'm using Ready for Takeoff, which is a peel-off base, and you can use whichever is your personal favorite. I'm going to be using the same black as I used in the Drip Marble Finger Paints Black Expressionism as my base color and as my adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and add one coat, and then while it's still tacky, I will be adding on the decals. Give your base color just a couple minutes to dry. You want it to be not super wet, but still fairly tacky. And then I like to use a tweezer just because it makes it a little bit easier to pick things up. And then when I get it on my nail, I can kind of adjust the placement with my finger. I try to put that cut side right very close to the cuticle, because that's usually where I have the most trouble trimming the decal and getting a nice clean edge. And I'm going to go ahead and apply them to all 5 nails on this hand while the polish is still tacky before I move on to the trimming and the cleanup. So you can see that I have some that need quite a lot of trimming and some, like here on my middle finger, that just need a small amount of trimming. If you want, you can definitely try to cut them to the width of your nail. Usually when I try to do that, I end up cutting it slightly too narrow, which can be a problem. So I find it easier just to trim them once they're already on the nails. Depending on how thick your decal is, you may be able to use something just like this nail implement and kind of go along the edge and break the decal like this. That actually is working pretty good. If you have a thicker decal, or in certain areas like at the tip, you may find it easier to go with like this little cuticle scissors. You can go just right along the tip like that. Or if you need to get in even closer than you can with like the little cuticle scissors, I have my little cuticle nipper, and that'll really get very close. When doing the tip, a lot of times I like to look from the underside like this, and you can go around little corners like that. Obviously, when using the scissors or the nipper, be very careful not to actually like cut your nail. But basically you just want to go around the edges, get rid of all that excess in whatever way you prefer, whichever you find easiest. And once that's all done, I'll be going back to do a final, very close cleanup with my usual brush and polish remover. So I tried to show you guys basically all the different things that I talked about, and I kind of tend to switch between them just depending on each individual decal and each individual nail. And then once I'm done getting as close as I can with those tools, I've got my polish remover and my normal small brush, and I'm just going to really go in and clean up those edges and also the tip. Make sure that the tip is not hanging over the edge or doing anything weird that will be catchy when you get around to doing your top coat. After you finish cleanup, go ahead and finish with the top coat. As usual, I'm using Seche Vite. And depending on the polishes that you use, your decals may be a little bit lumpy, and if that's the case, you may want to go ahead and just use 2 layers of top coat. So here's the finished manicure, and I'm really happy with how these turned out. I went through a lot of unsuccessful testing yesterday before finally settling on these colors. And just to give you guys a glimpse of some of that, this is the first lid that I was kind of working on, a bunch of different colors. And this mess over here was an incident with a dropped bottle of polish that thankfully didn't spill too much, but even after deciding on the colors that I did end up going with, I tested a couple different orders of dripping the colors, a couple different amounts of drops, and finally settled on this, which I think really captures that boiling hot lava look that was my original inspiration. If you are interested to check out some more of the testing process, the VOD is on Twitch right now, and I'll be uploading that entire live stream here on YouTube tomorrow. I'd love to hear what you think of this design. I hope you like it as much as I do. Hope you guys all have a safe and happy holiday weekend for those of my viewers who are in the US. And as always, thanks for watching.